Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash.
Another day to come out here and tell you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans who you are, and what your judgment is going to be. If you don't be counted as one of the one-third of the elect, all right? So that's our job as being out there. Right? Like you see these men salting the road, doing their job. This is our occupation right here. All right, to come out, all right, in the highways and the byways, and the chief place of concord, and give it to you straight and skinny. All right? And because it's all about our people. We always they don't even have a chance of grace and mercy from the Heavenly Father to make it into the kingdom. All right? Like you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right? That's why we come out here and exhort to get right.
That's right. This is 2 Ezra 13. Verse 1 going to what you're saying. It says, behold, speak now in the ears of my people, the words of prophets.
Yeah, my people. That's a possessive pronoun. All right, who are the Lord's chosen people? Give me Acts 5 and 31. Acts 5 and 31. Psalms 114. No, Psalms 146 and 19.
146.
Because, all right, the so-called white man, all right, and those divine nations that are miseducated, they'll come out here and tell you, all right, John 3:16, for the Lord so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, and that whoever calls upon him shall be saved. All right? But that's contrary to what the Lord says. The Lord has a people. Why would he say, speaking to the ears of my people, the word of Christ? He would say, speaking to the words of the entire world, or to everybody, my words.
That's 2/3, some and 1/3. All have a chance to do it. Right. Yep. Go ahead, bro. Say Acts 5 and 31. Yep. 30. Yep. This is Acts 5 and verse 30. It says, the Most High of our Father raised up Yahushua, whom he slew and hung on a tree. Him had the Most High exalted with his right hand to be a prince and a savior, for to give repentance to Israel and forgiveness of sin.
Yeah, to give repentance to Israel, right, and forgiveness of sin. The law was given to the Israelites. So-called Latinos, so-called Latinos and Native Americans, and so-called black people. Right? That's who the Lord was given to, was given to as a savior. Right? That you slew and hung upon a tree. Right? That's the possessor speaking to the word of our people. That's who the Lord's people are. All right? You got this one down.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 147, verse 19 and 20. He showed his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. Verse 20. He hath not dealt so with any nation. And as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord.
All right, so that's just second tone that speaking to the ears of my people. All right, that's who the Lord's people are.
I didn't know. Go ahead, bro. This is Isaiah 44 and verse 1. Yet now hear, O Jacob, my servant, and Israel, whom I have chosen. Thus said Yahweh, that made thee and formed thee from the womb, which I will help thee. Fear not, O Jacob, my servant, O thou Jeshurun, whom I have chosen. So like the brother was saying, the officer was saying, Lord, all these things are done for Israel, not done for these other nations, Going into Revelation chapter 11, that's another good chapter to go into because the heathen are outside the temple, man. This is all for Israel, man. So the Lord has chosen Israel above all nations, man. All right? Jump back in the
So there was, just a couple of precepts to establish what the Lord is speaking about his people, who his people are. Right? The big misconception that the Lord is seeking to identify and whosoever calls upon his name. Right? That was referring to Israel. Right?
Jumping back to 2 Ezra chapter 15 and verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the word of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, said the Lord.
So the words of prophecy, which means to say before, that he will put in our mouth to come out and, through the Spirit, try to wake our people up. All right, tell them where they're going off. Go ahead. And also tell them their judgment. Those of you that are not his people. All right, that's a message for you too.
And will cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Fear not the imagination against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee.
Yeah, let not the incredulity, the unbelief, of those that don't believe. Those that are saying, hey man, there's a winter storm coming. Why the hell are those men still out there? Why are they still, they don't know, they're not watching the news? Yeah, we watch the news. That's our main source of beginning to speak the words of prophecy. You don't think we know the winter storm coming? All right? But doesn't, yeah, we watching it. We already know this. That's why we got here early. That's wisdom. All right? We didn't say, well, the storm coming, fuck it, we're going to do the work today.
Right.
We got here early. We're judges.
Yeah.
On the fly.
And we say that it's gonna be more devastating.
Right. So we ain't no fools out here just blindly out here on the cold, Saturday. No, we know that there's a good deal. And there's a way for us to get it done. We're going to do our best to do it.
That's right.
Like I referred to the man out here laying out salt. They got a job to do today. All right? So they put on their boots and got in the truck and grabbed the salt and came out here and worked. Right? We grabbed our garments, got our Bibles, got in the car, however we got here, and came out here to do the work. The work don't stop because it's a little winter storm coming. Yeah, and it's the weekend. So why you think we may be foolish? Okay, by being out here, we know that there's a dual grab.
Back in the 2 Ezra 15.
So, we know what's going on. Like the person we watch, we don't think we're going to step on coming and get the prophecies. All right, this is minute. All right, but the man can tell you that the storm's coming. All right, but those that do not even know can't tell you the devastation and not the indignation that the Lord is going to bring down when he comes back. All right, because the sin of his people don't reach into the areas. Okay, and he's fed up. Like the Lord, it tells the Proverbs that the Lord will not hold his tongue no more, right, of touching our people.
Yeah, I found it. It's 1 Corinthians. Oh, okay. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 1 and verse 27. It says, I start at verse 26. It says, for ye see your calling, brethren, how that not many wise men after the flesh.
Yeah, so this is our calling, man, right? Many are called, but few are chosen. So we're doing this work. Hope for us to be the part of the chosen.
Yeah. And scriptures also say, because when you liken it to our job, it also speaks about the laborers being few. So it's not going to be, many. It's only 144,000 that's going to be doing the actual work.
While the harvest is plenteous, the labor is few.
Yeah.
Soldiers to go to war, man.
Yeah.
Solid 144,000, to do the heavy lifting. You know?
Yeah.
Go ahead, bro.
It says that not many wise men after the flesh, not many mighty, not many noble are called. But the
Look at King David, for example. All right? They thought that his brothers were the mighty ones just based off of their countenance and their appearance. All right? But we know that the Lord doesn't judge them based on his
outward appearance. Yeah.
All right? But it's hard to it's in the spirit, it's in the soul.
27. But the Most High have chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise.
Yeah, I.e. the man out there on the corner prior to when the storm preaching. Right? He's using us, right, to bring out the words of prophecy. Hey, man, the Lord is coming back with great wrath. And the Lord is coming back and his children like a wood. And that these other nations will shoot off missiles on America. Right? And completely wipe it off the face of the earth. Okay? That no, that's what we're out here to tell you. Okay? Go ahead.
It says, and the Most High have chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things which are mighty.
It's got ailments. It's got 95s. Some of us are more taller than others. The Lord is using us, man. All right? That's all. Yeah, that's the nation of Israel. Nation. I didn't these people that's not in China, so not in China. Yeah, you look at it as a whole. Yeah, you look at it as a whole. So within that nation, James, look at type James, you know that maybe some in there, but that's not going to be the majority of all the Lord has chosen. It's going to be like the captain was saying, as a nation, because you got to look at it, we're still under the curse of Deuteronomy the 28th chapter. We know we on the bottom, as a whole, but the Lord is still using us. These prophets, these lights.
Yeah.
Man, I'll bring into a man these lights, these are the lights that are set upon the hill. That these people can see.
Yeah.
Even though they may not know particularly what we're into 100%, but on our day-to-day, all right, these people know that it's something different. All right, and the Lord really, us being different, showing a certain light that the Lord is giving back to the congregation outside. We ain't taking glory. We ain't taking glory for that. We know it's all the people, the spirit of God, Yahweh, Shem, outside.
Yeah. Then they should know a prophet have been among them. Yeah.
Just how it's desolate right here, because we get a little ice coming. Right, when the Lord removes his men from the street and it's desolate out here like this, y'all gonna be wondering where the hell the prophet is. When you have opportunity to listen.
Yeah, some more. Verse 28. It says, and base things out of the world, and things which are despised have the Most High chosen.
Oh, things that are despised that the Most High chosen. Us as a nation is totally despised. We'll call all type of names amongst all different nations. Nobody really has any good things to say about the so-called Negro Latino They think we're a bunch of degenerates. They think we're some fucking criminals.
Yeah.
They think we're going to take care of our kids.
Hey, especially when we come back to, who we are, being a Hebrew Israelite. We got to be Clark Kents out here to the world, because these people despise us being who we really are. Right.
And whatever other proverbs, other 12 tribes of Israel.
Yeah.
And that's amongst all the other nations. It's not just the so-called white men. You walk into an Indian store, the niggas gonna be looking at you in disgust.
Yeah.
Why the fuck you don't know your establishment?
Yeah, checking all the cameras. Yeah.
They're probably my friend. Your face,
Yeah. 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 You break, you buy. Yeah. Yeah.
Why although that movie relates to society, you know, it was kind of comfortable that they was following the middle ground story. That's how they that's how these books think about you in real life, bro.
Yeah.
Watching it every day, they think all these so-called niggas and sticks and weapons are all thieves. Right? That's how you know it. So it ain't just a so-called break them down. The so-called Alright?
Yep. Finishing. It says, and things which are not to bring not, it's like to bring to naught things that are, that no flesh should glory in his presence. That's
But
it.
the Lord, you know, the point is the Lord is using us, which we may be looked down upon as individuals and as a nation. You know, the Lord is using us to goddamn confound the wise. Did it say that?
Yep.
The Lord is using the foolishness of Israel to confound the wise.
Yep.
All right? Go ahead, man.
Back in 2nd Edges 15 and verse 5, it's like verse 4. All the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness.
So all of you niggas, all right, that don't believe, all you so-called Mexicans that don't believe, all you so-called Native Americans that don't believe, you want to die in your faithfulness. And it ain't going to be no kind of either sobbing from blessing. It says that we're going to laugh in the day of your calamity. Right? Why? Because here it is, we've made so much sacrifice, you know, to serve the Lord. Why are y'all better than us? But then when judgment comes down, we supposed to feel sorry for you niggas?
Right.
Hell no. We don't work with them. Go ahead, man.
Continue on verse 5. It says, behold, says the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world.
Yep, the Lord is already bringing those plagues. Right? We think the plagues that he did to Egypt, all right, captivity, the Pharaoh was something. Wait till you see what the Lord has in store, all right, for this last day. Right? There's going to be some things that we couldn't even imagine could happen.
Yeah.
All right? Go ahead.
It says the sword, famine, death, and destruction.
Sword, like a great sword, man. And he's going to bring upon his people. He's going to start them. So-called doors like some of those things there. Judgment's going to start in the house of Israel.
Yeah.
The sword is not just slated for the wicked of the other nations, but the wicked of our people that we touch first. Right? Sword, the Lord ultimate sword, is that I see him missile days, but in the earth that they create. Right? And those things are not just these are silent, just for sure. Alright, you better watch the news. Every of these countries are edge. Everybody's on pins and needles, so ready to push the goddamn button.
Right.
Everybody's on pins and needles, ready to show their power. All the weak of these nations are now saying that they're strong. They ready to show what they got.
Yeah.
Right? You know how it is when you watch a movie or in real life, the motherfucker that's been picked on, you finally get a hold of his daddy's 38 expression.
Yeah.
And he's dying to use it.
Yeah.
He ain't scared of the bully no more in school. He's stepping up to him because he know he got something in Austin. And that's the same energy these other nations are coming over.
Yeah, and
nobody's afraid of big bad America.
yeah, and the Lord go put it in their hearts to actually use, you know, their weapons. Cause it's Edomite who worked with me. He was like, he basically said, this is nothing but like another Cold War, and then just trying to show off, you know, that military weapon. But little do he know is the Lord gonna put the spirit on these nations to use their weapons, man. Yeah.
Russia used some of that hasn't been really talked about in the news, but hey man, they're placing their might. Yep. Still hold that. Speaking about the sword and saying that's why everybody's not a prophet. They he's looking at shit at face value.
Yeah.
And he just
Right.
Matthew 24. We're living in the latter days, bro, before Yahweh comes up. In that same chapter, it talks about
This is 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 8. It says, he that covers sin is of the devil. It's like, this is 2 Peter 3 and 8. It says, but beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing, that one day is with the Lord 1,000 years, and 1,000 years is one day. The Lord is not slack concerning his promise.
Yeah, so the Lord is not slack concerning his promise. Nigga that you was talking about, shit ain't popped off. What, 2 or 3 days into the new year, full-fledged popped off. So things are really not going, things are going to go back to normal.
Right.
Because that's counted as slackness or something in your mind.
Yeah.
That the Lord had to come back and do what he said he could have done in this instant. But we know because we read it, the Lord is doing these things in faith, and they are faithful to truth. So we know all of the prophecies that the Lord said that took place. In faith, we believe that. Okay? So we're not counting his slackness as not. We'll count the slackness as being patient because we know the Lord is not on our time. That's why we're not daily cry out to the Lord and sigh and cry for the abomination that we've done here and you want to get the hell out of here. But we know that while we're in this captivity, we have to wait out and be patient. All right, it tells us in the places that no man shall redeem us.
Yeah.
The Lord comes back and get us out of it. There's no people to reel our way out of these nations. Right? So we're not counting slackness as if, oh, the Lord said we're going to do it. All right, we're looking at it as the Lord said he's going to do it, he's going to do it, he's just got to be patient.
Yeah.
Although it tells you wait for it. You know?
Yeah.
Continuing on, it says, but it's long suffering to us.
Yeah, it's long suffering to us. Who's us? Like the end of the Lord. It's long suffering. Long suffering goes into patience. It's a patience man game. You know that. The race is not given into the swift.
Yeah.
Into the patient.
Yeah. Hey, if I can add to you too, and like how you said, you know, our job is to be a watchman. So from the decades of watching our apostles and elders as they came up, they seen times like the scriptures say wax worse and worse. So where they able to see like, yo, this is like the things that transpire in the current events with Russia and America and Greenland and Denmark, Iran, Israel. Hey, this can very, very well trigger World War III. You know, and that because they were speaking about it for decades. Yeah. God. Yeah. Right.
So you think you don't even know what transpired in the past, so you can know what's happening now in the present day. You just hear something that's trending on social media or on YouTube.
Yeah.
And that was the first time you ever heard of it.
Right.
And now you thinking that you know something. Right? But as far as watching it going, our apostle was been watching. Right? For the time we've been watching. So we know the things that are transpiring or leading up to these major events. You just know the major event. You don't know how to filter it.
Yeah.
Or you don't know how to process it.
Yeah.
That's why the Lord has put his men, his prophets out there to help you with this process, to tell you what's going on. You know?
Jumping back in, it says, not only that many should perish, but that all should come to repentance.
Yep. Not that all should perish, because the Lord really wishes his people to do it. All right? So we know that ain't the case. So what you got to do, you got to bring us some word. Right? Families, death,
Yeah.
so
It says, but the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night.
yeah, there we go. The Lord will come as a thief in the night. But you need to better set it on your knees. gonna announce it. Hey, I'm coming. He's basically announcing it, but it's still the major events that are happening.
Yep.
Because the Lord didn't say He was going to set your alarm clock, to judge the time that He's coming back. No, He said He was going to signs and things happening upon the face of the earth that was going to indicate that He was coming back.
Yeah.
Like he didn't say He was going to make a broadcast
Yeah.
over the satellite network of, hey, I'm coming back.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Right. The Lord ain't coming back.
That's second Ezra the 9th chapter. It measure the time diligently in itself.
Yeah.
And when these signs come to pass, the signs are coming to pass now.
Right. That's how you measure the time.
Yeah.
The Lord is not setting no alarm clock when He's coming back.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're not written to it, the time is living in and events that are taking place and knowing how to filter like the Lord has put in our apostle and elders and us to come out of there, then you just lost in the sauce. Right? When you ain't got no sauce, you're lost.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta Gucci, man.
Gucci.
Go ahead, man. Yep.
It's book of Malachi, chapter 4, verse 1. For behold, the day coming that shall burn as a oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, said the Lord of hosts, and it shall leave them neither root nor branch.
Yeah, and the Lord, when He destroyed the earth the first time, He did it with water. This time He's coming back with fire. Fire that fervor. And I think it's speaking about the same chapter, saying that the Lord is going to with fervor heat. Alright? So that's how the Lord is coming back. The Lord is coming back with hot fire, like dialogue.
Dialing.
You know?
This is I'm gonna get back to that second. But this is Luke chapter 12 and verse 56. Which y'all was Sean speaking, by the way. It says, "Ye hypocrites, ye can discern the face of the sky and the earth, but how is it that ye do not discern this time?" So yeah, like the officer was going into, y'all know that it's bad weather. Y'all can see, things about to come, but you can't discern that you're at the end. You can't discern that Jacob's trouble is around the corner. You can't see all these things. You don't see World War III going up. You don't see, where Ukraine and Russia and China and Taiwan and all these things. You don't see what America did with Venezuela. You don't see these nations gearing up for war. You can't see none of these things, although it's in the news. But you can discern the weather, but you can't see that World War III and the MOTB is coming. You can't tell the Lord is coming. He told you He was coming. And He told you all these things was going to take place. Famine, pestilence, and earthquake. He just went into that in second Ezra.
And you know how these people are so far gone, bro, and they know the winter storm is coming, and they still don't know how to filter it.
Yeah.
These blind snacks. Ain't nobody got no firewood. Nobody got no propane tanks. Generators, these things about brand. Bad. Let's say bread has an expiration date.
Yeah. Milk.
Yeah, milk has an expiration date.
Even if you let milk sit out over 1 day, it's done.
Me and the officer, Captain Kassab, we was talking about this earlier, man. We was talking about how we went into the grocery store. We went down one aisle. Everything else was gone. The pork, everything was gone. Milk was gone. All the cakes and stuff was gone. But you go down the canned good aisle, and it's full of cans, man. Jake got everything, all the BS, but what's important, man, not even preparing for the next few days. Don't even know if you want to work on Monday, man.
Yeah. And it may seem not that big, but these little things, these are indicators that in this world of finish, if they can't even prepare properly for quote-unquote snowstorm, how they can prepare themselves properly for the coming back from the Lord? That's way far-fetched.
Yeah.
You don't know materials and things to get, for bad weather. These niggas buying portable, not portable heaters, but the heaters that you plug into the wall. You don't have electricity, dumbass. I sell a motherfucker with a heater that you plug into blind.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Just to add to your point, it goes to Esau's sword because Esau is throwing, he's blitzkrieging the whole system. Hey, this system got to come down, man. So the Lord's putting the spirit on these devils using Nero 47 to help bring chaos. You know, so all these people's minds, they spun, man. They drained, man. They're tired of the the pump fakes, all the shit in the news. They don't know how to fucking deal with it, man. So what through the spirit, what you're seeing is people is just exhausted in the mind. They can't really even think straight. You know, they can't. Their mind is just done. They punch drunk, basically. You know, in a minute, Isaiah 33:6 is really gonna come to pass. You know, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of our times, man, and strength of salvation. It's gonna get bad.
This jumping back in that 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 10, it says, "But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat."
Yeah, and how is that when you have to spoke about it? I see from your pictures. That's how this place is going to go with fervent heat. And these people around here still taking up the game. All right? Go ahead.
Continuing on, it says, "The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. Seeing then that all these things shall dissolve."
Yeah, seeing then that all these things shall dissolve, okay, that the earth is going to melt with fervent heat.
It says, "What manner of person ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness?"
Yeah, so what man ought to be in the conduct? Right? That's where the word conversation comes from. The holy conduct, the holy conversation. What type of man should you be? Should you be in the spirit of worrying about who's going to make the Super Bowl here in a few weeks? Should you be in the mind frame of trying to further this system, or do things that are contrary to the scriptures? No. You should be aligning yourself. If you're a so-called Negro, Latino, or Native American, you should be aligning yourself with this word. That's going to be the only way out. That's the type of manner of person you shall be. One that is prudent, one that has wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, like the brother Isaiah 30:26. That's what type of person aligning yourself with the scriptures. That's the only way out. All right, go ahead.
Verse 12, it says, "Looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of the Most High."
Yeah, looking for and hasting to the coming day of the High. All right. Get Amos 5:18.
It says, "Looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of the Most High, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat."
Yeah, because there's some people that are out here hating the day of the Lord, but they don't know what the day of the Lord really entails. Right? They don't really know. They have a false sense of hope. They have a false sense of security. They have a false sense of what the Lord is really about when He's coming back. Right? That's why they're hasting to the coming of the Lord, because they think it's something that it's not. We're hasting because we know what it's going to be. And we know what it's going to be. It's for it to happen. Right? And for our salvation to come. All right, to bring forth the kingdom of heaven. That's why we're hasting. We know it's going to be a bloody time. We know it's going to be hard. We know it's going to be hard. We're ready for it at the same time. All right? We already know these things, but we're still hastening to the coming of it because we know in order to get out of the current situation, away from underneath these curses and moving under the 28th chapter, these things must come to pass. All right? It tells you that to the point. All right? We know these things must come to pass. All right? That's why we're here. Not because we have a false sense of hope. and all of that. That's why we're hasty.
That adds to, that points to this devil's his spiritual system. You know, the Catholic Church and all these little baby churches, underneath all Christianity. What does Christian church do? They feed you smooth things. That's what these people have been raised on. Smooth words, man. You know, so they rest in that. They, you know, that's all they want to hear. It's like they don't want to hear. They don't want the bitter. The bitter times are coming. This is the book of Amos, chapter 5, and verse 18. It says, "Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you?"
So what end is the day of the Lord for you? We're hasty to the coming of the day of the Lord because we know according to that, you know, Lord willing, it's going to be salvation. All right, why are you hasty for the coming of the day of the Lord? What end is it going to be for you? It's going to be destruction for the majority of our people.
Yeah.
All right? And the majority of our people are under that false sense of hope. All right? Go ahead.
It says, "The day of the Lord is darkness and not light."
We're aware of that. Are you? We're hasty, knowing that the day of the Lord is dark. You're hasty because you think it's going to be light and no dark.
Yeah.
You're thinking contrary to what it says. You're thinking align. We're aligning ourselves with this. Right? That's why it says what men of men ought to do. Align with these scriptures. All right? Go ahead.
It says, Amos 5 and verse 19, "As if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him."
Yeah, now the Lord is giving you a scenario or a simile. All right? He's comparing it to a man that's fleeing from a bear. He's comparing the day of him coming back to this scenario. A man that's fleeing from a bear.
As a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him.
Yeah. He's fleeing from a lion and then met with a bear.
It says, "Or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him."
Yeah, so he's escaped the lion and the bear outside, ran into the house, finally risked, put his hands on his ones. That's the state of the minds of the people. They see these things happening. They're on edge, and they see these things attractive. So they get a little comfortable. Rest their hands on the wall, right? And this scenario is going to look at Amos. And then they're bit by a fucking serpent, right? Because there's no escaping the judgment of the Heavenly Father.
Yeah.
Right? Although you may escape the famine and the hunger, like what then it says, then a sword reach. It tells us that in the Apocrypha. I think it's in Sirach. It says those that escape the famine. Be met with the sword. So there's no escaping the judgment. Right? And we know this. So we're
Amos chapter 5 and verse 20. It says, "Shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light, even very dark, and no brightness in it?"
Hey, the times that I was, the real time I did spend thinking that adult that got killed, I've never heard that scripture. You know, say that. The congregation don't really got it.
Smooth things, man. It says, verse 21, it says, I despise your feast days, and I will not smell in your solemn assemblies."
Yeah, the Lord is not going to honor your sacrifices. Sacrificing blemish animals. Unsavory.
Right there, it says, "I hate." It's common. No, that's the Lord, man. The Lord right there is in all caps, meaning it's God. Meaning He is or He exists. But it says, "I hate." So for all those people that think the Lord is all about love and teddy bears and cotton candy and shit, the precept right here starts out with, "I hate, I despise your feast days, and I will not smell in your solemn assemblies." You know, the Lord ain't no pushover, man. You know, out of here. Back in 2 Peter, chapter 2, it's like in chapter 3 and verse 13, it said, "Nevertheless, we according to his promise
look for new heaven and a new earth.
It says, nevertheless, so although these things are going to happen, we're looking forward to a new heaven and a new earth, right? Something that's going to be rejuvenated and renewed, right, in the righteousness.
Yeah.
Things that are going to be ran in the right spirit. The Lord is going to set one up over the earth that is more popular.
Yeah.
This devil is unpopular. And you niggas got your head so far to the side, you can't even see it. I don't even realize it.
It says, nevertheless, we according to his promise look for new heavens and a new earth.
The reset somewhat to cleanse it by fire.
Yeah.
Alright?
Wherein was righteousness. Wherefore, beloved, seeing that ye look for such things, be delighted that ye may be found of him in peace, without spot and blemish.
Yeah, so
I
we
mean,
got
spot,
it.
blameless.
We got it without spot and blameless. Without blaming. Alright, without blameless. Alright, when the Lord comes up. That's what man ought to do. Alright? So with that, I'm gonna step back. I'm gonna get some.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 19. It reads, to the chief musician, a psalm of David. The heavens declare the glory of the Most High, and the firmament showeth his handiwork.
Yeah, all the creation of the Lord, universe and all that. And also the Lord put in the grounds of man to create these satellites. And these are devices that work tangibly with satellites, give up their signal so we can have internet and whatnot, cable. That's why you see us on the highways and byways on the computer and how this truth is being spread out throughout the four corners of the earth. It says in Matthew chapter 24, verse 14, the gospel is preached throughout the ends of the world, which in the end come. This is how the end is coming. By the middle of the world waking up, by the Lord spreading his truth with his advanced technology. That is this internet, this computer. By way of the satellite. So this is the handiwork that the Lord is talking about.
To verse 2. Psalm 19 and verse 2. Day unto day uttereth speech, and night unto night showeth knowledge.
Yep, you see the prophets on the internet day in and day out. You have to watch brothers' videos day and night, whether live or premiere. All the videos.
It says, there is no speech nor language where their voice is not heard.
Yeah, every brother throughout the four corners of the earth, whether they speak in Latin or whatnot, they all say Yahweh Shem Yahweh. They all say the thing of you 1% how we was taught. How we was taught this doctrine is true. We all say the same thing about the breakdowns of these scriptures, whether it's in other languages or the common language of the earth, which is this English language. You got it.
It says, verse 4, their line is gone out through all the earth, and their words to the end of the world.
Yeah, the Lord is having the prophets to measure the temple by way of the internet, measuring Israel, all Israelites has been scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. The Lord's temple is raised up in these last days, like he said in Hosea chapter 6. He said, the third day he will revive us. Meaning what? He will put the breath of life within us. We will stand upon our feet after that dead body is state in Revelation chapter 11. And now what? We're standing upon our feet. What he did is set upon these people, especially with the elite. That's why he's doing away, not trying, that's why he's doing away with the internet. That's why he's doing away with these contents that's on the internet. Because their reign of putting a veil of people's eyes is over with, and they see it. They see it by way of people coming out with the truth. You got it.
Book of Job chapter 20 and verse 27. The heavens shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him.
How is the heavens going to reveal his iniquity? By way of the internet. That's how. The satellite just to give up these signals, the power to have you watch these shows on YouTube or with Odyssey or Daily Motion, Facebook. You got even the truth on Instagram, TikTok. Little skits, shorts.
short, not skits, but short film lessons, brothers going into the scriptures, revealing who Esau, his iniquity, and also Israel, first and foremost. But the Lord started at the house of Israel first. But how are the things of Esau searched out? By way of the Lord. It's the spirit of the Lord that's doing it. Jeremiah chapter 28 goes to that too. Many prophets are prophesying about the nations, things of old, all the way up until now. We're prophesying against these nations. Because prophecy is set in stone that these nations are going to be down under Yahweh's leadership when he comes back and rule over this planet Earth. And it's going to happen, man. Contrary to prophet, it's going to happen, man. It's like the prophets back then prophesied with Moses. He prophesied about us going into these curses. And that happened.
It says, the increase of his house shall depart, and his goods shall flow away in the day of his wrath.
Yes. Esau, your kingdom, which is your goods, is going to be cast away real soon. Your rulership is going to be cast away real soon, Esau. And we see it. With all this catastrophe going on in the world, especially the rumors of wars and all of that, and you having this greed in your mind that just take over people with violence and malice, that's coming to an end. It's coming to an end, even though it seems like it's not, but it is. And the brothers are doing 2 Peter chapter 2. If people think that, we should scoffers, starting with our people first, and the rest of the world, these people think Esau leadership is going to perpetually continue, and that they're going to benefit off this damn book. That's not going to happen.
So 20 in verse 29, this is the portion of a wicked man from the Most High, and the heritage appointed unto him by the Most High.
Yep. The portion of the wicked is what? Job chapter 20, verse 4. The triumphing of the wicked is but for the short moment. Why? Because the Lord ain't give the wicked this word. He gave it unto the seed of the righteous.
That's right.
You gotta go with it.
Book of Psalms, chapter 19 and verse 5. It says, in them hath he set a tabernacle for the sun, which is a bridegroom coming out of his chamber.
Yeah, who is that son? That's talking about Yahweh Shah. Go to Malachi chapter 4, verse 2. Son, righteousness is some of the healing in his life. That's figuratively. Metaphorically talk about Yahweh Shah, because Yahweh Shah is that great light. Sent unto the Gentiles, like it says in Isaiah chapter 42. And that light is what? His doctrine. But he is the word. He comes from the Bible. That's what these scriptures are talking about. What? The tabernacle of Revelation chapter 21 talks about Israel being that tabernacle.
It says, and rejoiceth as a strong man to run a race.
Yeah, when Yahweh Shah comes back, he's going to come back like in Revelation chapter 19. He's going to come mighty, King of kings and Lord of lords. He's going to slaughter you damn Edomites first and foremost, the main enemy on the earth, not only to Israel, but to all the other nations, including creation, including the animals, plants, life itself on earth. Esau, you are a threat. You are a vile, vagabond person that's on the run right now. The Lord is about to bring you to justice by way of his promise.
This is Luke chapter 12 and verse 49. I am come to set fire on the earth. What will I if it be already kindled? But I have baptized, but I have a baptism to be baptized with, and how am I straightened till it be accomplished? Suppose ye that I am come to give peace on earth? I tell you, nay, but rather division.
Yeah, and we're going through that straightness too, because Yahweh Shah had, he couldn't bring 12 legions on the earth. He couldn't destroy the world at that time, spiritual power. No, he had to wait. And that's what we're doing. They're waiting. But what the Lord said was surely come. He would not bring peace upon the earth but a sword. And there was a certain appointed time when it was going to happen. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 3. The vision is yet for an appointed time. That vision is told by what the prophecy. But we're in that time now. And a lot of people think because we're going through the streets and contempt the time
that, oh man, it's never going to come. Y'all just out here speaking. It's just another facade. Y'all going to find a way, just like the Black Lives Matter movement, just like the Black Panther, now you got a new Black Panther.
New back.
A new Black Panther. Then you got Black Panthers suing Black Panthers because they taking the originality of the old Black Panther. Like, dry bones just won't quit, man. But at the same time, the Lord has it to where it's going to be a certain time, just like the brother Rock said, it's going to happen. It's going to surely happen. Guess what? It's going to be salvation. First and foremost, what this salvation is looking for to get. You're going to go into the lake of fire with your enemies, because you're going to take that chip in order to eat, in order to receive those residuals, those benefits from TikTok and Instagram videos and your career ventures. All of that is going to a halt. You're going to get rationing your goods by the government real soon because there's going to be no jobs out here.
That's
Why?
right.
Because the scripture says so. The grinding should cease.
This is Isaiah chapter 14 to verse 24. It says, the Lord Yahweh of hosts hath sworn, saying, surely as I have thought, so shall it come to pass, and as I have purposed, so shall it stand.
That's self-explanatory.
Yeah.
On purpose, thinking is what it's going to stand, man. It's going to stand just like the creation itself. The Lord mentioned that in 2 Ezra chapter 9. Great wonders in the beginnings, then great effects in the ending. It's talking about creating the earth in the beginning, but also destroying it in the end. And He's going to destroy the whole planet Earth. He's going to destroy civilizations on the planet Earth. Started with America.
If this so-called life was to continue in the same thing, you know, like how the Christians teach, you die, you go to hell, you know, baby's born, you know, the whole American. What is the second death? You know, when would that come to pass?
Yeah, that's perfect. Where is the second death? Because they'll never mention the blood in these churches. They think, but they know about it. Like they don't understand it, or it's just so fishy to them. But yeah, what is the second death? And then what is this great new change that's coming to the earth that's going to have everybody in peace? When Yahweh shall come back to the earth. The Lord didn't leave this earth vacant or abandoned like he got their trap house.
Right.
Put plywood on the front door. And the earth just
out.
yeah, rest in peace, young dolphin. Let's see what's
Yeah.
It's not safe out here, man. So the Lord has to come back, bro. And the Lord ain't gonna leave something that He created and put so much time and effort. It took the Lord 7,000 years to make it. He just won't leave it to some damn
This is Psalms chapter 19 and verse 6. His going forth is from the end of the heaven, and his circuit unto the ends of it. There's nothing hid from the heat thereof. Verse 7. The law of the Lord is perfect, converting the soul. The testimony of the Lord is sure, making wise the simple.
Yeah, that's what the Lord's doing to us. That's what we're saying. Hold on to what you have. Because a lot of these cats, and these other cats, and we don't stay on them too long, they're going off with the name, with really the whole doctrine. One group in particular, Genesis. And then you got the Black Sakari now that has no shepherd. Lord smited that group, he smited the shepherd and the sheep scattered. Which it wasn't really based on the chief anyway. And the Lord's like, support this shit. Other Israelites.
It says, Psalms 19 and verse 8. The statutes of the Lord are right, rejoice in the heart. The commandment of the Lord is pure, enlightening the eyes.
Yeah. For instance, the truth says the Lord says commandments. Don't follow the LGBT commitments. Then you're gonna die.
Right.
Cut you off. And you get which woman, like Scripture says, give you the woman, you find a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
He gonna really be courageous about dealing with that woman.
Right.
The first time laying down with a female. You're gonna be angry at this goddamn abominable, dark, evil world that's into same-sex marriage. Because he knows deeper things in a man that ain't right.
Yeah.
Just as well as everything else. Such as eating unlawful food. You start eating clean foods. You start skipping past the damn hospital. You see the Jake going in there. Say this is right. You want to go and get a nursing license or a doctor's license. Then they take you on a tour in the hospital. And you already been acknowledged about herbs and stuff and how it cures certain diseases. You go in the hospital, you ask the patient like, hey, why you in here? Got the leg cut off because I was eating too much pork now.
Right.
Then you go back to the physician. Glad I made it. It's keeping me away from getting the leg cut off.
You don't even have desire.
Yeah, you don't have the desire.
I said, folks yesterday said bacon is tied to cancer. Yep.
And they put it right in your face.
Yeah, they throw it on everything. Every time you look around, they add bacon onto it. So it's tied to cancer.
That's crazy. And you can cut meats all different types of ways.
Yeah.
Bacon is something. They call it bacon, but cutting the meat like that, different parts of it. It's still healthy and good. But shit, pork bacon.
Yeah,
Right.
bacon.
Terrible.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Like, and to your point, I work in the medical field, and that's all they feed, Jake. I mean, like every other
inside the hospital.
Yesterday we had a McRib.
That's crazy.
Fucking McRib, bro. And Jake will eat that shit up. A lot of Jake though, they know, so they refuse it. They're like, no pork, no pork. So there's a lot of Jake that know about the dietary laws. One way, shape, or form, or whether it be Islam or whatever, they know that shit ain't right.
Yeah, that's good, but it all goes back to keeping the laws of the bacon in your heart. So what? You can rejoice. You can rejoice in your heart. You can have joy. And joy is not only when you're happy. It's in the time when when it ain't a happy situation. It's still good. But you're still living. But all things are not counted. As it may seem, it's not a joyful good. Certain experience he had. Especially dealing with the truth. We got this truth. This is our joy. Certain brothers got work at the camp. We going through the thing. We storm. We don't know if the power will be off for weeks.
It's weird because we in this cold street, but I don't even have no flow. It feels cold. It feels like,
Damn, that's crazy. Yeah.
that's how you know this devil's at work, man. You got some shit going on. Trees are budding. That hard. Trees are going in the pool.
They need to put this storm.
Like, because it's starting to go hit like the northern part of Georgia. When you look at the temperature, it's like literally everything below where the storm hit is like 30 degrees higher. The same, so it would be like 30, say, like 37 in Mars. Like southern part of Georgia would be like 60 tonight.
So he knows that October is the guy. It's going to mess with him.
Yeah.
That's what he saw.
They got cloud cover. Airplanes be all in and out of these fucking clouds, just sweeping them, so that they just linger and sit around. We had the cloud cover all day yesterday. you know.
Oh, I had
I will read Psalms 19 and verse 8. The statutes of the Lord are right, rejoice in the heart. Commandment of the Lord is pure, enlightening the eyes. Verse 9.
Yeah, like the hopefully let to the wickedness of this world, and also to the kingdom of heaven.
Fear of the Lord is clean, enduring forever. The judgments of the Lord are true and righteous altogether.
Yeah, how then shall we not accuse his way? By taking heed to the Lord's doctrine, to his word. And that's what we're doing. This is how we know to repent, is by way of his word. Repent is what we say. We shall believe in the Lord, and the name of the Lord shall be done. Let's just Lord, know how to use it. Pray to the Lord, pray in the name of the Lord, fast, do the workings of the Lord, to the best of our ability. The Lord knows when it's flesh. It's always warring against our spirit. It's giving a team to beat it. All that ties into making us clean. When the Lord comes back, 2/3 of Israel is not going to be clean inside.
right.
2/3 of Israel is getting ahead of us right now. And every day we hope is not to be a part of that number. We're hoping to be a part of it.
Scary, man.
Yeah, bro. Borderline, man. I was at last year, a year ago. I don't see that wrong, but shit. I thought it would be passed away. Man, crazy. And they, we talk about, the world,
We going back up there?
you gotta,
That's how you
yeah,
gotta be.
yeah, you gotta start getting that
Yeah.
job, man.
Right.
Taking all you see on Instagram, how many pictures you got, how big butts he is and all that.
OD on fentanyl.
OD on fentanyl, trying to just take
Perk.
look, yeah, that's what Jake do. They get in these clubs, lounges, link up with these chicks. They want to relax and chill, but shit, that dude, last time, he went into the house of feasting. Yep. And then he went to what? Death. He went to the spirit world. It's based, man. A lot of Jake, they go into the spirit world. You see them today, they go in tomorrow.
And they see who the private side. They, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they see us
Yeah, they see
on TV, on YouTube. But they don't be taking heed. They just think that, oh shit, everybody on TikTok, Instagram, they just doing shit. Just what they're doing. No. Like we really have an unction from the Lord. We really have authority from the Lord to do what we're doing right now. Brothers in order, we all in order. We all have to go through the straight gate. We ain't just saying stuff off the top of our head. Jake and the Hood can't no person in the world can do the things that we do. Comprehend the things that we know in the scriptures. And speak of have faith in. This has to be the words of the Lord.
To add to your grab that precept. Ecclesiastes 7:2. It is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting. For that is the end of all men, and the living he laid to his heart.
Jake ran the heart. What they can profit off these small trends. What they can profit off getting another degree. Putting stocks in ETFs. Getting another job to support their families. Scamming. A lot of Jake is on that scamming tip. A lot of Jake trying to make it to celebrity status on these social media platforms. Every Jake got a goddamn podcast. Every Jake got a podcast, man. That shit is crazy. These weird ass challenges that these niggas be doing. The Lord's gonna cut everything off like he 2020. This time it's not gonna let up. It led up to actually have it not let up for the future to come.
Niggas talking about 2030. Man, your niggas to 2030, man.
That's what I'm saying. After the whole C-19 thing, the way of living has totally changed.
It's not the same, man. Job market ain't the same. From blue collar workers to the white collar workers. Hollywood is dead. Hollywood ain't no more.
Oh yeah, that's over.
They say AI is taking over. Don't nobody know. Everybody watching their own movies.
Spirit of the people. That's all. Chapter 2 of the Kings since that C-19.
Yep, then you got the Alpha generation.
Yeah.
Generation C, they wiped out, burnt out, tapped out. Drill music is dead.
Everybody's getting thrown into the digital system. Everybody's looking on their phone, just
You can't go nowhere without seeing people in their digital world. Yeah, even I got a fast live in the digital world too.
Because this is where we get our information
This
from.
is what we get out of.
So you have to use it, but you can get consumed in it, man.
Because he got everything.
Like shit. Chat GPT.
You get your girl out there, you get a job, find a place to stay. That's what it's really good for the essentials that man really needs for. Not just to be lost in the sauce. Oh, niggas, people niggas is pulling them out. So, like, you actually listen to them niggas' instructions saying, don't be at the time scene. And if you do, be there too. You gonna pull up. And niggas do. And they end up dead. Or show all their money. We just talk about low level tricks. But also, high level tricks that's sophisticated in the world. Fashion of the world is passing away.
Hey,
this digital shit is a snare anyway. It's just to trap you into that trap. Yeah. You can't live without your phone. Shit, the phones went out a week ago. You can fucking nothing up. Yeah.
Soon they're going to do away with the phone. You're going to have that chip in your hand to have that phone. Or to use the phone.
They'll pull up the screen like this. That's the way technology is.
I got a little bit of flip.
Bro, with the meta glasses, bro.
Yeah, the meta glasses. Oh, man.
Bro, I put a pair on and the music started playing. I'm like,
And it's like you got on the head.
yeah, it's like you got on headphones. You can record from it. You can make calls from it. You can talk from it. All you guys gotta do is have Bluetooth. So if they do away with the phone, then you can just connect to the truth.
Everything is going to be on that chip, bro. Okay, it is, man. Like, I actually want to see how this play out. The other past niggas that got the chip. Hey, besides that shit, everything don't matter. Everything don't matter, but it does matter if you have that chip.
This is Isaiah 24:1. Behold, the Lord Yahweh maketh the earth empty, and maketh it waste, and turneth it upside down, and scattereth abroad the inhabitants thereof. Yeah, so like the elders going into it, and the Lord is the one who's causing all this stuff to mix up, man. He's stirring the spirits of literally everything on earth. From all the way to the elites of the stock of Eden to the arrogance, man, to a worm. The Lord is causing the spirit of this place to be stirred up. That's why nothing, like the other going into, hey, nothing is the same, man. You got to turn, within the last 5 or so years that's being brought out more and more. It's nostalgia. Yeah. You got that nostalgic feeling of something that, you experienced as a child. You have some old memories of maybe a Pepsi commercial, shit like that. Because literally nothing is the same.
Right, everybody wants to go all the time, good feelings.
Yeah. Reminisce.
Yeah, reminiscing about when they were in high school. That's all niggas be showing in social media.
Even the elders say, some of the best music is from back then. Some of the best movies is from back then. Everything not the same anymore.
Yeah, everything.
Yeah, that's right.
because that digital platform is cold. Digitization is cold fucking play. People really should be, raised up by now. Because you want to live in a digital world, man. That's crazy.
This generation, man, all hell breaking loose. They ain't know that. Because they've been gleaned from this digital world.
This is book of Matthew, chapter 24. And I'll start at verse. It says in verse 29, immediately after tribulation, of those days shall the sun be darkened.
Oh, immediately. And you see everything with the simultaneously happening. Jacob's trouble, ISIS. ISIS ain't just going on Jake that got a green card or came over here so-called legally to build up America. No, they aiming at us. They coming to a neighborhood near you. Shooting niggas down in the street. Yep, breaking doors down.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 30 and verse 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, that he shall be saved out of it.
Yeah, how in the civilized time, now all of a sudden, it's war happening. We in the greatest stage of mankind, of all this advanced technology and knowledge is spread out throughout the world. You can make a blind man see that way, where they have this technology and all the monies in the world. But it's not so. Why? Because this is not the will of the Lord. The Lord didn't make this world for the wicked. He made this world for the righteous. That's why this world is chaos, because the world is not in a righteous state. It's upside down. The Lord will turn the right side up. Simultaneously, he said, all these things are happening. This is exactly what's going to happen.
It says, and the moon shall not give her light, the stars shall fall from heaven,
And the stars talk about this.
and the powers of the heavens shall be shaken. And then, verse 30, then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven.
Yeah, that's in the midst. This is saying that the scriptures that go read talk about World War III. The apex of World War III. We're in World War III now, but it's heating up to that point. But before it heats up to that point, we shoot nuclear missiles and the world comes back, the hour of temptation has to come. Guess what? The elect is going to be prevented from taking that chip because the Lord said, jump into the tree, since you have kept the word of my patience, I will also keep you from the hour of temptation. The Lord will keep looking up to the videos, fellowshipping, and sacrificing our lives to come out of the highways and byways, such as now, even in the Lord, in the midst of everybody doing that work, they don't even believe in the Lord, at the grocery store, or anywhere. The Lord is going to separate us from our temptation. He's going to deliver us and admit that the Lord destroying everybody else that they believe in. Start with our
It says, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see
all
the Son,
Israel, all the tribes.
and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory.
What's that movie with Pineapple Express?
This is the end.
Yeah, this is the end.
Oh, yeah.
I had looked at that video.
Seth Rogen.
Seth Rogen.
Everybody was with us, but then because they're right there, they go so get beat up to change. Yeah, that's how it's gonna be.
Revelation chapter 1 and verse 7. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him.
Yeah, not clouds in the sky, chariots up there.
It says, and they also which pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him, even so among them.
Yep. So, those words that was edifying. Then we want to give all praise and honor glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahawashi, Ba'ashem, Wakakadash.
Going for the whole elect. Shalom.
Shalom.